Disclaimer, I mentioned in this video that the video is coming out on the 24th. That is a lie. I pushed it forwards because some of the content you're going to see, I believe, is releasing on the 23rd. So push the video ahead a little bit just so you get to see the content before it all goes live. Hope you enjoy the video. Continue. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today, and welcome to my first video on TrackDayR. Now, I just want to put a disclaimer at the start of this video. I'm going to have it on the screen for the entire time. This game is a work in progress. It's very, very early days. I've been very fortunate enough that the developers have let me have access to like the pre-builds, for example. So some of the footage that I'm going to show you and some of the bikes I'm going to be riding in this video, they're not out yet to the general public. It's up for an upcoming build. So thank you very, very much for those guys for giving me this ability to show it off to you. And I've only got a couple of hours on this game so far, and I just feel like the game's got so much potential. So I just want to show off some footage to you guys, kind of get your thoughts on it, and I'm going to kind of build up a list of things that I'd like to see implemented in the game that I'll pass on to the developers at some point as well. But I just want to scroll through things. So far I've only ridden just normal like road bikes, for example. However, in this build that is not out to the public yet, we have quite a nice option that we can also ride a motard, which is really, really nice, and we can also ride, well, it's essentially a KTM, but I'm guessing for licensing reasons it's not going to be called a KTM. And I'm just going to see what tracks are what. I've not ridden the motocross bike, I've not ridden the super motard at all, but what you can see, I'm not sure if you're watching this on a mobile, it might be hard to see, is this motard here and this one down here. They're exactly the same bike. However, the riding style changes. You can see down here the picture is this guy's dragging a knee, whereas up here he's got a leg out. So really, really good stuff. And I'm going to hop on this 300 first because it's the bike that I've ridden the most. And I just want to show off kind of what the game is as a base game first. It's got some really, really cool mechanics. There's some tracks on here that I've not played before, so super enduro and stuff I'm going to leave for the motocross bike. I'm going to load the track that I have played, which is this Misano. It's a go-kart track, actually, which is why I'm riding one of these smaller bikes. This screen, really, really cool. It shows you next place's kind of lap times on the overall leaderboard. So you can see I'm kind of 6th in the world on this bike, on this track so far. And it shows you what you need to get to next. That time also shows up as a ghost when you're riding, which again, really, really, really cool. And I've not dove too much into the garage side of things, which I'll show you here. You can change your setup and things like that as you would expect. However, I myself know bugger all about bike setups, I won't lie to you, so I choose not to touch it. We've got, so I need to try and remember what all my buttons are now to like change the cameras. That's new. Okay, so the start menu is new when you when you press the start button. I did not have that before, so that's really, really cool. Nice transition there. You can see we've got some different camera angles. We've got our first person, got multiple first person camera angles. I do tend to play in third just because it's how I feel most natural. If you press on your keys on your keyboard, if you press like 1, 2, 3, you can change your third person camera as well. And let me change into number 1, which is what I've usually been riding in. So we've got our turn left and right on our sticks. We've then got our lean right and left on our right stick, kind of how I do on MX bikes. And it's just really, really good. And hopefully, if I ride bad enough, you will get to see me crash, and then you'll get to see what happens when you crash, which is really cool. You can see off in the distance, the Ghost has a little bit of a boofed camera there. Although this feels like the bike feels these animations look a whole lot better than what I have been playing. I probably should have played this dev build before making a video, shouldn't I? Rather than jumping straight on it. But already noticing some really big improvements and differences. I feel like I've got quite noob-friendly settings on. I've got my brakes fairly weak. I've got joint brakes on and stuff just so I don't crash a whole lot. And I'm only going to do a handful of laps here because I know the majority of you guys are going to be here for the off-road content rather than on the road. But I'm going to I'm going to crash when I go into the next corner, and you'll see what I like. See what I want other games to implement at some point. Let me just try and slam on the brakes. Slide out. There we go. So, we've crashed, haven't we? Now, I can get up. I can run around. And there is actually a challenge in the game, which is quite cool, which is complete a lap on foot. So I don't know if there's a sprint button yet, by the way. I'm going to come over to the bike. I'm going to press a button. I'm going to lift the bike up. This is all manual. I'm all doing this on my controller. You can then hop straight back on the bike. And you've got buttons like bump start the bike as well and get going. Just really, really cool. Not innovative in regards of it's never been thought of before, because I guarantee every game has had the idea. But to see it actually finally implemented really cool. Really happy about it as well. I'm going to not waste too much of your time on the road bike aspect. We're going to cancel this. Oh no, I should have exited, not cancelled. We're going to go back to the main menu, and we're going to try and we'll do some motard first, and then once we've done the motard, we'll then hop on to motocross. Now, if anybody knows Resolute Kraken, if you're from the MX Bikes community, you'll know who he is. He's probably the best enduro creator, like track creator on the game. Absolutely love him. He's got his own channel where he's done a video on the Supercross track as well, so go and check his video out if you haven't done so already. He is he is the reason I'm playing this game right now. He's shown this off to me, so I've kind of got involved. Really cool. Now for the Super Motard, I might do the same track, only because it's what I am kind of familiar with. So we'll go on the Misano kart circuit again. You'll see I have a lap time for some reason. I haven't ridden this bike, so I'm guessing maybe it takes a time from another bike and puts it in there, but there's probably so much that I have no idea about. But we will try this one out as well. I just want to see what these animations like. Oh, pop her up on the back wheel. Let's go. Oh, no, that feels quite nice. It's quite easy to do as well. Let's get a lent over. Oh, I'll guarantee there's probably. Oh god, looking up the brakes. Okay, maybe I need to put some brake help on. I've got my my brake help off because I feel like it's a bit scumbaggy doing it all the time, but I'll be trying to be ever so gentle on these brakes. But for I think everyone could probably agree with me, for very early days of a game, what they have so far, I mean, I've said to them as well in Discord, I feel like they could be on something very special. Now, they could quite easily have just gone down the road bike route only, you know, just had your GP bikes and such and kind of really focused on that and called it a day. Oh my lord. Oh, fly me to the moon. Can I get over this wall? I hope so. And we're up. And oh god, yes we can. Okay, thank god. Right, pick the bike up, hop back on it again, give her a little bump start. Brum, man, off we go. That's so cool. It's so satisfying. The only negative I can think about it, I don't know if it's just because I'm bad at it or what, is how long it takes you to get back on the bike. Obviously, like in MX Simulator, for example, they've got the whole like 7 to 10-ish second crash before you get back on. Bikes is pretty instantaneous unless you have to hard reset, which can take a little bit of a while. But yeah, you really do get punished for going down in this game, which I think once online comes around, but this game hasn't got online play just yet, although it is on their roadmap to come shortly. I think, I say that, I don't think it's got online yet. I'll go back to the menu in a second, I'll have a look. It definitely will make people ride more cautiously. There'll definitely be people riding a bit more heads up, not just like sending it on the inside for no reason, because if you go down, you're going to waste so much time yourself. But I said to them, I think they've got something that could be very special, and it's nice to see developers who look so enthusiastic as well. They seem to be, they post in Discord most days, take everyone's opinions on board, which is nice to see. And like I was saying, they could have just gone down the GP route and kind of made a really good game off of road bikes only. But the fact that they're willing to branch out and include like the supermoto, like the motard style, to include motocross bikes as well, really good to see. I do want to say that before we get into the... obviously, I'm going off track everywhere here, so all my lap times are invalidating. Before I get into the motocross bike stuff, I do want to just say that there's no in-air physics just yet at all. Obviously, motocross bike and a road bike handle very differently. You haven't really got to make any in-air physics on a road bike at all. Motocross bike, very different. So if it's not anything amazing, do not hold that against the game or the developers. I imagine most of their attention has been spent on kind of this, what we're doing right now, and the normal road bikes for the most part. But I'm quite excited by it. I mean, road bike games, they don't really do it for me usually. However, I've found myself just in my downtime, you know, just hopping on this game, having a bit of fun with it, just riding around, and it's the whole aspect of constantly having a new lap time to chase, so having a ghost on your screen is what's really doing it for me as well. So I'm just going to cut across the track there since my lap time's invalidated anyway. I feel like if you get really good, you can properly back... Oh, yes, you can slide the back end into the corner. That's very satisfying. Oh, God. I know a bunch of you that watch my MX Bikes video probably also play GP bikes, so even the game as it is now, you could probably throw an argument out there that's saying it could be a real GP bike contender at some point, you know, really like challenging for the crown there. So we've done a couple laps. Let me go back to the main menu. I'm going to hop on the quote-unquote KTM. Let's go to bike. We'll go to the KTM as well. I think the engine sound really good. I think that's something they've got quite right. Oh, let me show you quickly, because you can if you like your road bikes. So there's a whole bunch of mini bikes as well. We've got like a little, it's called a YCF. I don't know what you'd call it correct term. We've got an even smaller bike here. Like these things are absolutely tiny. You can go to the extreme, and we've got like a massive bagger as well. Like look at the size of this thing. This thing's absolutely massive. Then you can go all the way up to the big end. We've got like a 1200 engine in here, which are absolutely mental. They're so fast. So you can race against AI and things like that as well, which I think is really cool. So I'm just going to do some single player right now. We're going to hop on the KTM. We're going to go back. We are going to go to Time Attack. And we are going to try this track that I've not played before, this Super Enduro track. Or is there, hang on, is there a Supercross track that I'm missing at all? Got Enduro, we've got GP. Not seen that one before. Bear me 2 seconds. Oh, there it is, sorry, it's SX track, it was right in front of me. So I'm going to do both of these actually. I'm going to do Super Enduro and I'm going to do Supercross. I'll do Supercross first. I thought I was going mad for a second there. I was about to say I'm going to cut the video and come back when I can work out what on earth I'm doing, but I think it's quite important that I don't cut lists, so you can kind of see the whole process that I'm going through. So, oh look, even got MXY Gamers on here that's been doing it as well. That's pretty cool. Obviously, the French MXY Gamer, huge YouTuber in the French community as well, does all things to do with motorbikes. So good to see him on here getting involved as well. I think he must be part of the dev team or part of the testers team if he's done this track, because I don't think anybody else has that access. So as I say, take this all with a pinch of salt. We don't know what's what just yet. You can see it's going to be quite road bikey. I don't think there's a certain like sit down button as such, but we'll cross that road when we get to it. Just going to see. So it said it was on. Oh, I've got the pit limiter on. So if I click down my right stick, can you see at the bottom? Hang on. Can you see at the bottom right of my screen that flag logo, or icon that kind of pops on and off? That is my. That's your pit limiter for the. If you're going down the pits properly. I have that on. I had that on my right stick, so I accidentally clicked it down. Very slippery. I will say that much. Oh, I called it MX Bikes Beta 17 traction. Jesus Christ. Go. I don't think that there's, as you say, no in-air physics at all. It's all very early doors, very early build. But regardless, the fact that they're thinking of going down the motocross route as well and getting that implemented and involved and not just sticking with the road bikes, very grateful for. Oh, this is a real track. Let me go into, see what the first person's like on this. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, so I imagine this is going to be very difficult. What are the whoops like? Oh, that was actually quite easy. Don't go over the berm. Don't go over the berm. There we go. We're up. We're up. Oh, we're barking now. Come here, MXY. Come here. Oh, I'm going to see if I can take over him, go past him. We're up. I need to go back in third person. It's making me feel sick. Oh, we've tripled in. Triple again. Oh, no, I didn't downside it very well. Jesus Christ. You can see what I'm on about. Obviously, very base. Oh, okay. I thought I'd done something wrong then. But if you then go and do a full lap that's not invalidated, you get a lap time and you can press OK. It will tell you what the next best time is. You can go again. I want to see who's in first because I think MXY Gamer was in second just then. Oh no, sorry, he was third. So now we've got Gallo in second, and then if I beat Gallo, it will show me first places and so on and so forth, and just really good. And I'm going through this with you right now for the first time. Like, I've not seen this Supercross aspect at all, so really good to see. Is that gate going to drop, or did I? Oh yeah, okay, no, that's cool. I didn't know if it was going to drop or if I just went through it. That man over there. Oh, I've also forgot, if you press buttons on the D-pad, you can kind of like side saddle, which is really cool. You can flip people off as well. No hander. Not sure how I'm accelerating with no hands, but you know what? I'm pulling my pants out my ass, okay? And then we've also got look behind as well, so all good stuff. Some nice animations in there. I need to kind of crash. I need to try and crash this bike and see what it looks like. Go on, crash. There we go. Okay. So now we go back to our rider. I want to find out if there's a sprint button. I feel like there must be. Then we pick the bike up with the analog sticks, swing a leg over. All these buttons are bindable, by the way, so it's not like you're stuck to certain buttons and that's it. It's all customizable on either your keyboard or your gamepad, whatever it is that you're using. I just think it's really cool. There's a whole bunch of different things that I'm going to suggest. Like, I don't think there's much in the way of an audio slider at the moment. The game can be quite loud. You can change your opposition's engine sounds, but you can't really change your own in terms of volume. There's also there's just some other nice little, what I think will be quite easy changes for them to make at some point, which I'm definitely going to throw out there and I'll suggest. Now finally, I'm going to try this Super Enduro because I've seen gameplay of it, however I've not played it myself. Let's go back into Time Attack. We are going to go to, or even something like, let me go back. So being able to like customize your rider's face and stuff. So if I go into my racer here, Oh, wrong button. Gosh, you can tell I'm new. If I go into rider, you can see I've got this here, but I can't do anything kind of like face-wise. So it'll be nice to change this up at some point. The fact that it's built on Unity as well, instead of OpenGL like the other motocross games are, is really good. I think it opens up a whole lot more room for the game to not only look incredible, but to then kind of physics-wise be really, really good as well. Let me click on this multiplayer button. So, connected to master server. I've not seen anything on here. I don't know if I host a game someone can actually join. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to comment too much on the multiplayer side of things. Time will tell on that. I'm sure this isn't going to be the last video that I'm going to make on TrackDayR. I feel like it's going to be a whole bunch of content coming along. They've got like a roadmap and such in their Discord where they have written down kind of things that they're kind of working on. They're very, very active in terms of updates and talking to people in Discord and their community as well. I'm not going to put the link to their Discord in this video purely for the reason of I don't want it to like suddenly overflow as well, you know. I don't think there's a whole lot in the way of moderation on there just yet, so I don't want to kind of get thousands of people heading over to one place and no way of kind of controlling everybody, if that makes sense. Let me quickly spin a right here. I don't know. Oh shit, do I turn left here or do I turn right? I'm gonna go right. Oh, this could be difficult. I don't know which way I'm going here. Okay, that's easy enough. Oh, I don't think I don't have a back brake button by itself, I don't think. I've just got joint brakes, so if I need to spin the back end around on this Enduro stuff, it could be very, very difficult. How does it handle on the rocks? That was quite good. That was fairly good. The bike doesn't seem to be too phased. I've got the pin limiter on. Let me turn that off. The bike doesn't seem to be too phased by the objects, which is nice. I say that as I crash. Go on, pick her up. Oh, that could not have been worse. I'm facing completely the wrong way. Oh, hang on. This could be dangerous. Have I got... No, I don't have a back brake only, do I? Oh, shit. I need to try and spin her around. Skirt! I'm going to go around this log. This is all off. This is my own error. I should have set my controls up better than this. But even stuff like this, where you got up and over and under tunnels, which is quite limited on like the OpenGL system, where you can just have your terrain and that's it. And a lot of the models and stuff like over under bridges, they can be quite funky to ride on. So it's nice to see just the possibilities that we can get going forwards. I think the fact that there is going to be so many different... what's the word for it? Oh, my mind's gone blank. So many... shit, you know what I mean? Like, this fact that you've got Enduro, you've got Supercross, you've got so many disciplines. So I don't know why the word was gone in from my head. The fact that there's so many disciplines, I think opens up a lot of doors for different creators and such. As I say, there's a whole bunch of things in this this dev build that I'm playing right now that is not out yet. I think... oh, hang on. Do I need to run up there? Okay, let's run up this hill. I might have actually got the timing of this very wrong. I'm recording this on the 21st of May. I actually think that I think this video might be going out after this update goes out. I think the update goes out on the 23rd, and you should be seeing this on the 24th. So everything that I've said up till now about these things not being out yet could be a complete lie. So if you want to go and try them out yourself, 100% go and do so. I'm not sure about the conversion, but the game is £20, Great British pounds, on Steam. I believe that the further along the game's development cycle it gets and the more and more gets added to it, I believe that price could go up. So if you want to go and have it and kind of have it in your library, even if you don't play it too much now, if you wait for it to develop further, go and get it. I'd recommend it. I say I'm probably going to spend a whole bunch of hours in it, even... not so much for the MX side of things just yet, because it's quite underdeveloped still. But I'm enjoying the road bike side of it, which I don't usually. So it's really, really good to see. And I'm just excited for the future of it as well. Like I say, the devs seem really friendly. They seem quite open to people's suggestions and feedback. Anytime I've seen somebody write a suggestion or posted like genuine good feedback and clips of things that can be worked on, like in the Discord, they respond to it quite well. It's not met with like negative response, which is really, really good in it. To me, it shows that they do care quite a lot. And thank you again for them giving me the opportunity to do this. As I say, it's probably not going to be the last video ever doing it. I've been playing this game for fun at the moment, and I'm excited for its future. That's all I can say. Let me know your thoughts down below. Obviously, as I said, and what you'll see on the entire video, the game is in very, very early days, so take everything of what you see with a pinch of salt. What I am playing right now, and the physics and stuff, and how the bike was being lent, and the ragdoll physics, still feels better than than the base game I have outside of this build. So you can tell they're working on things every single time. I believe from their roadmap they said they was going to be updating things on essentially like a monthly basis. From what I saw, they had a plan on what they was going to update and when, so that's good to see that there's a plan of action. The community aren't just kind of like left guessing on what's going to happen. And that'll do it from me. As I say, let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you think this game will ever be in the same category as like MS Bikes or Sim and things in that regards. And drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a lovely rest of the day, wherever it is that you guys are up to. Until I catch you in the next video. Peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain, even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still